We have more ammo? Because now we have to sell ourselves, right? We haven't got to the best part of the presentation. Anybody can sell the car, right? So here's where we had, right? We need to make it a logical, simple decision, right? If he's saying no, and he likes the car, well then we've got to make sure that the customer understands what we're about, right? And that's where I like to, you know, Eleanor, do you mind, you know, if I sold you 2 cars and that one, right? If I sold your brother a car and your niece a car, and you remember Jack that worked with you when you were at the bank, and Joe bought a car from me, and blah, 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 blah. I'm assuming you wouldn't be going to home to think about it or saying no. I'd probably be getting a copy of your driver's license and getting you in to see Sean. Would that be a fair assumption? Probably, right? Probably, because now what did I do? I took it from here, off the line, and by saying, hey, Eleanor, if I had sold you 2 cars in that line, with the proper tone, just a reasonable guy, right, I've got a 90% chance he's going to say, yeah, I'd probably be doing that. Or he's going to say no because of something, right? Which is what we want. We want a yes or a no. But normally he's going to say, yeah, I would be doing that. Well, good. Because all I need is one chance. Just give me one chance to earn your business. And I can tell you, if you're as happy as half my guests are, you'll be tickled to death that you made the decision today. Right? Fair enough? Good? Right? If you're as happy as half my guests are, you'll be tickled to death that you made the decision today. What message am I sending to them?
I satisfy my customers.
I satisfied all my customers. And do I still have some more powder?
Always.
Always have more powder, right? I haven't talked about anything yet. I just said, hey, listen, I've identified a metaphor that you can relate to. You want to use whatever metaphor you want. Right? If you want to use the timing one, you can use that one. Eleanor, I got to tell you, in the real estate business, would you not agree it's all about location, location, location? Yeah. Well, in our industry, it's all about timing. And be it the last 3 days of the month, be it the last month of the year, not only is it important for the value of your trade, but man, the incentive money, I've never seen more money on a car. Imagine $326.19 for a 2016 Optima. Now to get started, all I need is a See what I've done? Right? I've addressed it, I've looped back, and I'm back on the line. He's going to say, yeah. Right? But I still have more powder, right? I still have more information. I haven't talked about the store or anything, right? Is that not right? Do you know what the stat is on closing with that one? There's a stat on it. So I said when you get to the first objection, they're going to say what? No. Then you're going to, hey, do you mind if I ask you questions? Does the idea make sense to you? Do you understand the idea? 90% chance you're going to hear
yes.
Yes. And you're going to move down the line. Right? You're going to retouch on what you said, and then you're going to ask one more time. Then the customer is going to say yes, what percent of the time when you draw a metaphor that makes sense to them.
Metaphor that makes sense.
So let's rehearse it. Let's play it. Right? So who wants to play with me? Laura? Play? So we're at a point where I say, do you understand the idea? Does the idea make sense to you? Do you understand the idea? I've got this information over there. You get it? You know, when I talk about cost of ownership, most stores just run over. It's all about the car payment. And really what frustrates customers is when they purchase the vehicle on emotion and not logic. I'm going to put some logic to the equation. It's what we do here at the store. And you'll agree that not only is it the car payment of $368 a month, but it's the cost of fuel. You know, in JD Power Associates study this stuff. It's the cost of insurance. It's regular scheduled maintenance and repair. Would you agree? Fair enough? So why don't we go ahead and get this done? Like I said, it's as easy as just taking a copy of your driver's license, proof of insurance, and a deposit that's refundable on delivery, and we can get this thing going for you. No, I hear what you're saying. I mean, I completely hear what you're saying. But let me ask you a question. I sold you a car, and your husband was in the other day, Jim, and a couple of your nieces and nephews, and I know you work down to bank at CIBC because I gathered the intel. And Jennifer and Holly down there both bought pre-owned cars from us. And they all had real tremendous experiences. I'm assuming that you wouldn't be going to think about the offer today. You trust me enough that you probably make a decision. Fair enough? 50% of the time the customer says yes. 50% of the time, let's listen to that again. So say, nah, I gotta think about it.
Yeah, you know what,
And we all know, what do we hate more than anything? Tell me you don't like me, tell me I'm brutal, tell me the product's brutal, tell me the store's brutal, don't tell me you gotta think about it. So say I gotta think about it.
All Lally kids pass the showroom, please. All Lally kids pass the
I
showroom,
hear what you're
please.
saying, we're gonna ask you a question. Right? And then any metaphor you want. Lori, sold you a car. You're here for the second time because I sold you a car. Your daughter, before she went away to school, listen to my tone, I sold her a car. And remember when, so what am I playing in her mind? Remember when you brought Holly from CIBC in to buy a car for me? Right? And the experience was second to none. Chances are you'd be making a decision today, you wouldn't be going home to think about it. Fair enough? 50% of the time the customer says, yeah, true. So like I mentioned before, it's really easy to get this going. All I need is a copy of your driver's license, proof of insurance, and blah, 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 blah. That's it. 50% of the time, guys. Right here, back on the line, 50% of the time, we've got ourselves a car deal. 50% of the time. 50% of the time, those that are in the market to buy a car will buy a car right there. How hard was that? Was it hard? Lou?
It's not easy.
What do you mean if it's that easy? What can they say?
What they say, yes.
Okay, so I say all that and they say no. So say no.
no.
So you're telling me, Miss Wilson, that you know when it comes to buying a car, that there's some service to it as well. And I know you didn't come in today to buy a dress. So not only do I service your car, 1995 oil changes all day long, roll with me here. Demo when you need it, right? 100-kilometer concierge service, and when Jennifer went to Western, you needed a 3/4-ton truck to move her dresser. You called me, your car guy, and I delivered free of charge. I don't even think you put gas in it. You're telling me you wouldn't say yes today, you'd still go home? Come on, let's do this. Look at her. What's the customer going to say?
You're trying to make them embarrassed to say no.
Well, but you're having fun, right? If they say no, are they in the market for a car?
No.
If they say no to all that, are they in the market for a car?
No.
No. And at that point, what do?
Thanks.
We give them all the information they need, and down the road you go. That's just the way that works, right? It's that simple. All right, let's pick up really quickly where we left off, and we're 10 minutes, we're done. Sorry.